Since 2021, the Hudson Valley Writers Guild has hosted the Year in Review poetry event to highlight the poets and writers in the area while looking back at the year that was. In 2022, I was joined on stage by 5 local poets and writers for the second annual Year in Review at the Linda, WAMC's performing arts studio. Today we're going to hear from one of those writers, poet, author, educator, and artist, Elizabeth Gordon. Elizabeth K. Gordon is a college literature instructor based in Cohoes, New York, and the author of 2 books, Love Cohoes and Walk with Us. A pioneer in the local poetry scene, she was a member of the Capital District's first slam team, the Nitty Gritty Slam, representing them at the National Poetry Slam and the Women of the World Poetry Slam. Later, she competed at the Women of the World Poetry Slam on behalf of New York City's Urbana Slam. Beyond performing, Elizabeth has served as a writing coach and mentor, most recently guiding Troy's Café Euphoria slam team. In addition to her literary work, she is also a painter, specializing in abstract art.
Thank you, Mary and Tom and everybody who makes things like this happen. I had been painting a lot this year, and being invited to do this was an honor and also got me writing about the year, and so I'm grateful. And I think I'll be coming out more to things because it's just so nice to focus my attention on words. And I just now focused my attention on words and wrote this poem. I had 4 lines, and I liked the 4 lines, and I'm like, there's got to be more. So I just quickly penned this. It was the summer tuna cost less than cat food did, and legal troubles covered Trump like flies on a pile of garbage. We traded coupons and let off on the gas going downhill. The greatest generation seemed a little glad that now we'd need their advice, their survival skills, their recipe for soup made of nostalgia, old cabbage, and hope. Another new thing this year is I've been getting a Social Security check. Guaranteed minimum income changes everything. Today, my younger self traveled ahead in time and told me, don't get that store brand olive oil. Buy Bertolli extra virgin, go wild. Today, my younger selves passed around the bag as if I was the out-of-town feature at an open mic. Some only made it jingle, some slipped in 1s and 5, some ages slipped off. But where would I be without you, dear 27, pulling your head from the shishing oven? I wake to shop and take my shopping slow, for such a throng has come along. Carpenter in work boots and overalls, temp in femwear, nanny in sweats, and the big earner, adjunct in actual elbow patch jacket. We couldn't get the 17-year-old in her pink Dunkin' Donuts dress to focus. A whole shift, she kept saying. They took out a whole shift, and for what? It's for whom, we told her, and gave her an Oreo, Newman's Own. All profits go to charity. Today, I became the favorite charity of all my younger selves. No tax deduction, though. Just gratitude and the same promise sails make to the wind. Blow and I will fill. Aim and I will find horizon. And so, salmon, almonds, leafy greens, all things good for the heart, that the even older iterations of me, the nested diminishing dolls, might be there to take the pulse, slow and steady, of direct deposit. So phones have come up, and that's making me think of a big change I went through this year just recently, is I allowed my phone to send me notification alerts. Just from a few apps. You know how the apps are always, when you download them, they're always like, we assume you want alerts from us, so you have to go in and say, no, I don't really, thank you. But I let a few, so that's the title. This was, and it's handwritten, so forgive just today I thought I can maybe make this readable. This was the year I allowed notifications on my phone. This was the year I allowed notifications. I allowed my phone to send me notification alerts. Just from the parking app and friends and the random recent purchase that snuck in. Who needs an attention span anyway? Seriously, boomers, make peace with your phones. Spend time in settings. Find out where the brown thumbs up emoticon is. I'll show you if you don't know. Delete unused apps or use the app manager. This is your place in the manger where baby AI lays its head. It could be. Old and gray, we can tell the youngin' someday how we once controlled it, how it was a tool, a calendar, a clock, not an augment, a mood stabilizer, not God. This was the year I allowed my phone to interrupt my thought. My attention became a bauble on a string, danced and dangled by commerce, by Kohl's telling me in sequence 4 vital things: that the blanket I bought had been bought, that the blanket I bought was ready to ship, that the blanket I bought had shipped, and finally, that the thought I'd hatched between alerts was no, it was never delivered. That's the thing. Thank you. I have a whole other version of that poem where I tell this story where I was stuck. I was in this horrible traffic driving a friend to Philly, and there were 8 lanes. We were trying to cross the Betsy Ross Bridge. He had insisted I not use my GPS because he knew the way. It was only 10 years ago that he used to commute over this bridge every day. So as we're in these 8 lanes of traffic, and I'm like, Frank, is it that exit? Is it that exit? He informs me that he's actually now legally blind. He's had bad eyesight for a while, but now he's like, oh, by the way, legally blind, which is not fully blind. But Frank, which exit? And my phone said, I don't use Siri, I don't use Alexis or Alexa, I don't use any of those girls. My phone said to me, it's okay, I'm still here. It did. And that's in the more serious version of the poem. It saved my life. Well, not really. I always exaggerate my stories. So this is Ode to My Painting Pants. Ode to My Painting Pants. Not an adjective, painter's pants. Not an adjective or a style, but verb and proclamation. Today I paint. Time traveler pants, you review past paintings. They say stains and splatters, I say sunset leg, abstract calves, magenta tush. Oh, painting pants, so generously loose, so abundantly torn. You let my whole knee poke through. Shih Tzu from carrier sling, yipping on a short walk. Joy jaunt to studio. Hi, neighbors. Hey there, FedEx guy. While you work against the clock, art happens on this block. Oh, pants that speak, that counsel, that argue, that claim art is work. Call it faith. Call these frayed, paint-hardened Lee comfort fit khakis my vestments. Gullible, wonder-struck child, I wanted to be a priest. Do I say mass as I paint now? With poems, extended metaphors, I grow impatient. No body and blood here, no thurible, no saints in stained glass. Just pants with torn knee and let me count at least 15 different colors. Forgive me, pants, for I have used you as a rag to wick water from my brush. Sponge pants, then, sponge pants to the end.